Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll continue with our mathematics lesson, and today we'll be looking at how to easily calculate LCM in mathematics. LCM simply means lowest common multiple. After this video, you can check for the video on HCF. HCF simply means highest common factor. The way to calculate them are not the same, but today I'll be walking you through how to calculate LCM, lowest common multiple. Number one, I want you to understand what is referred to as multiples. When you say multiples, because there's a difference between factor and multiple. But when you talk about multiple is from the word multiplication. Multiple is from the word multiplication. So when you talk about the multiples of 2, that means the number of times that 2 can occur, it becomes infinite. There is no end to it. 2 can exist in one place, it can exist in 2 places, it can exist in 3 places, it can exist in 4 places. That is in multiplied form. That is the meaning of multiple. So when you talk about the multiples of 2, we have a number like 2, we have 4, we have 6, we have 8, we have 10, we have 12, we have 14, we have 16, we have 18, and so on. Those are called multiples. This is different from factors. When you check the video on HCF, you know the difference. So when you say 2 times 2, it will give you, when you are growing up, maybe in nursery or primary school, they say 2 times 2, 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 4, 8, 2 times 5, 10, 2 times 6, 12. That is what is called multiples. You get it? So the multiples of 3 are 3. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 7, 21. 3 times 8, 24. And so on. So this is just an introduction to LCM. So this is what is referred to as multiples. Now when you come to the multiples of 4, you have something like 4, you have 8, you have 12, you have 16, you have 20, you have 24, you have 28, you have 32. So those are multiples. They are called multiples. So the number is infinite. It can go on and on to millions, to billions, to trillions. Those are multiples. Multiples don't have end, but factors have end. They are finite, but these ones are infinite. So when you will talk about multiples, and they say lowest common multiple, number one, it's very important for you to know that you cannot have an LCM of just one number. If you must find an LCM, then it must be for 2 or more numbers, because you want to look at what is the lowest common multiple of 2 numbers, of 3 numbers, of 4 numbers, of 5 numbers, of 6 numbers. So you can have LCM of as many numbers as possible, but you cannot have LCM of one number. So let's start from small numbers first. For instance, they ask you to find LCM of 4 and 6. So you are given a work like this. They say find the LCM of 4 and 6. How do you find the LCM of 4 and 6? They are asking you, what is the multiple of 4, the lowest multiple of 4 and the lowest multiple of 6 that is common to them? That this is both a multiple of 4 and it's also a multiple of 6. That is the question. Common. What is the lowest multiple of 6 and 7 that are the same, is common to them? That is the question. So for you to get the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6, number one, you break down 4 and then you break down 6. Now, it's also important that before you can find a multiple, you must also understand what factors is. Now, what number can divide 4? Number one is 2. 4 divided by 2 will give you 2. And then it will remain 2. So 2 times 2 becomes 4. Now, what number can divide 6? Number one, to divide it by 2. 6 by 2. It will give you 3. So times 3. So you realize that 2 times 2 is equals to 4. And then 2 times 3 is equals to 6. So to find the LCM of this, so you carry the one that has the highest power here plus the one that has the highest power here. LCM now becomes, this one 2 is in 2 places here, it has the highest. So number one, yeah, you know, blue, yeah. So you carry this one, 2 times 2, that's in 2 places here. Then 2 is here also, but this 2 is only appearing once, and we have carried the 2 that has 2 here already. So you don't need it here again. What is left here is what you pick, times 3. So when you say 2 times 2, it gives you 4, and 4 times 3, it gives you what? 12. So 12 becomes the LCM of 4 and 6. Do you get it? If you want to find out whether your answer is correct, 4, we have 6. Now, if you consider the multiples of 4, you realize that 4 is the first one. The second one is 8. That is 4 times 2, 8. Now 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 4, 16. Now when you come to the multiples of 6, 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. So when you look at the multiples of 4 here and the multiples of 6 here, what is the lowest thing that is both here and here? 4 is here, 4 is not here. 8 is here, 8 is not here. 12 is here, 12 is here. Do you see it? So this 12 is the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6. And that is what we have solved here. Because 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2, 8, 4 times 3, 12, 4 times 4, 16. Now you want to look for the multiples of 6. 6 times 1, 6, 6 times 2, 12, 6 times 3, 18. So you realize that 12 and 12 is the lowest common multiple of both 4 and 6. So this is how to calculate lowest common multiple. All right, let's look at some more examples for your understanding. For instance, you want to find the LCM of 12 and 18. So how do you find the LCM of 12 and 18? Number one, break them down to see what is obtainable here. Write 12 here, write 18 here. So maybe we want to divide them to see what and what is there. If you want to break this 12 down, what number can you divide by 12 without remainder? The first lowest one that you might consider. You may think of 2. Because when you divide 12 by 2, it will give you 6. So what number can you divide into 6? You think of 2 again. When you say 6 divided by 2, it will give you 3. What number can you divide by 3? It's only 3 that is left. Now when you say 3 divided by 3, it will give you 1. Now if you want to divide 18, what number can you divide by 18? Number 1, the first lowest number you can divide by 18. The lowest factor of it is 2. When you say 18 divided by 2, it will give you 9. What number can you divide by 9? You realize that you cannot divide 9 by 2 because 9 is an odd number. So the number you can divide by 9 is 3. When you say 9 divided by 3, it give you 3. What number can you divide by this 3 now? It's only 3 because 3 is a prime number. You say 3 and to give you 1. So you realize that 12 will be equals to 2 times 2 times 3. And you realize that 18 will be equals to 2 times 3 times 3. 2 times 2 is what? 4. 4 times 3 is what? 12. So 2 times 3 is what? 6. 6 times 3, 18. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3, 12. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 3, 18. Do you get it? So it is from this that I'll be able to find the LCM. So to find the LCM of this number, now you look at the one that has the highest occurrence repetition here. This one you have 2 into 2 places. We have 3, but 3 is appearing more under 18, and we have 2 here. So what you do is you pick these 2 that appears highest here. Come and carry these 2. You leave this 3 because 3 is appearing more in this place. Come and carry this 3. So your LCM becomes 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Do you get it? So this 2 is appearing twice here, 2 times 2. We don't need to pick this 2 here again because I picked the 2 that has the highest occurrence here. Now 3 is here. You don't need to pick this 3 again because you have 3 with the highest occurrence here. Now 2 times 2 is what? 4. 4 times 3 is what? 12. 12 times 3 is what? 36. So your LCM is 36. This is how to calculate LCM. So this is the LCM of 12 and 18. So to find out whether this LCM is correct or not, remember once again, I talked about multiples. So let's look at multiples of 12 and multiples of 18. The multiples of 12, 12 times 1 is what? 12. 12 times 2 is what? 24. 12 times 3 is what? 36. 12 times 4 is what? 48. Now if you come to the multiples of, it can go on and on. If you come to the multiples of 18, 18 times 1 is what? 18. 18 times 2 is what? 36. 18 times 3 is what? 18 times 3 is 54. So if you look at this now, what is the lowest number in these multiples? 12 is here, 12 is not here. 24 is here, 24 is not here. 36 is here, 36 is here. This is your LCM, and that is what we are calculating here. So you can see this is the lowest common multiple of 12 and 18. To just prove that what he did is correct. So this is how to calculate LCM in mathematics.